Everyone, good Wednesday evening to you. It is 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here. It's the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. We call it Weather for Weather Geeks. No shortage of things to talk about this evening. We have more rain chances in our forecast. We have the possibility of seeing some wildfire smoke once again. And of course we have temperature concerns. If you're a pool owner or just like it pretty warm, you're not real happy with how things have gone this week. I joked on Twitter this afternoon, you know, the National Weather Service office in Cleveland, they actually moved into a new office building in recent months, and I kind of jokingly said they put the whammy on severe weather this season. This calendar view shows the number of severe thunderstorm warnings issued per day by the National Weather Service office in Cleveland. Notice they had one back on April 21st, and what, 0 cents? Yeah. There was one back in February, a handful with wind at the last Saturday of March. Of course, we had the big wind event on April 1st, but it has been so quiet ever since that there's been one severe thunderstorm warning in any county that they cover, including in our area, Mahoning and Trumbull, since late April. A remarkably quiet severe weather season thus far, and I don't see it ramping up anytime real soon. We might have a gusty thunderstorm in some spots Thursday evening, but some sort of big-ticket severe weather event does not seem to be in the cards, at least for the next week or so. Beyond that, we will just have to see. Last night was exactly what we needed. It rained pretty much all night. It was never super heavy. It was not a problem. We didn't have flooding. We didn't have severe weather. We just had a nice soaking rain overnight, and these are some rain gauges across the area, with 1-inch amounts pretty common across parts of the Youngstown metro area and Mahoning County, heading across the I-80 corridor in southern Mercer, also southeastern Columbiana County. Did pretty well with last night's rainfall. Radar estimates going back to when it started raining on Sunday, so basically the last 72 hours or so. A little bit of a minima here, Warren, Newton Falls, Cortland area, over towards the airport even. But in most of the rest of our area, we've seen at least 1 inch worth of rain, and in some places even close to 2 inches, especially down here towards East Liverpool, since Sunday evening. So all of that is really great news, considering we didn't have a drop for over 3 weeks. But I've heard a lot of comments on social media about those who are unhappy with how cool it is for this time of the year. Almost halfway through the month, we're 1.5 degrees below average. We notched our third consecutive cooler than average high temperature today with a high of 70 at the airport. 6 of the last 8 and 7 of the last 9? Yeah, that's right, 9, yeah. Have been cooler than the average. We're about to turn the corner, though. We're not going to see 90s anytime real soon, but we're going to see some warmer temperatures coming up. And, you know, I put a reminder on social media this afternoon in case you missed it. You know, summer's only 16% done, if you consider summer to be June, July, and August. Got a lot of summer left. Things are about to turn around temperature-wise. And keep in mind that, you know, this is not unexpected. Our summer forecast featured a chance that this would be our coolest summer in several years, at least since 2017 and perhaps even 2015. We've racked up several consecutive warm to hot summers in a row, and with an emerging El Nino in the Pacific Basin, that did tilt the odds, I should say, in favor of not that hot of a summer for us. And so far, that's kind of coming to fruition. In the meantime, unusual weather pattern across the lower 48 states on this Wednesday evening. We have severe weather concerns way to the south for this time of the year. This is highly unusual for mid-June in the Gulf Coast region. Usually the severe weather threats have shifted well off to the north with the jet stream here in mid-June, but tornado watches and severe thunderstorm watches extend from Dallas to Little Rock to down into the Panhandle of Florida and up towards Augusta, Georgia, and Jacksonville, Florida, and places like that. Just not something they see very often at this time of the year. Back here at home, we'll get off to a mostly sunny and cool start on our Thursday, but this cold front will approach in the afternoon. Now, there could be a shower before the afternoon is through, but I think the higher rain chances will come early-ish in the evening, maybe right around sunset, maybe sometime between 7 and 10. We might have a gusty thunderstorm. I don't think severe weather is a big concern, but I can't totally rule out a heavy gusty storm in some spots. I think the higher chance is probably going to be in places like Columbus and Zanesville and maybe Mansfield. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if tonight, in the middle of the night, when the Storm Prediction Center issues their Day 1 outlook for Thursday, they introduce some sort of marginal risk area covering parts of Ohio. Maybe not here, but central and western and southern Ohio, perhaps. For us, showers will come and go throughout the night, and our Friday forecast, you know, this isn't going to be a super day on Friday. It's going to be cool for this time of the year, probably staying in the 60s most of the day. Showers will pop up here and there, maybe a sprinkle in spots all the way through the afternoon, but then That's the cost of admission to a great weekend. What a fantastic weekend forecast. Nothing but sunshine Saturday, good deal of sunshine Sunday as well. One thing we'll be keeping an eye on, though, for the next 24 hours or so, the smoke is back. It's kind of dull area here. This is wildfire smoke re-emerging in the upper Midwest this evening, and it's possible that we'll see some wildfire smoke returning to our skies by Thursday night and Friday. Now, it's not going to be a sunny day Friday. We're going to have some clouds around, so maybe a little bit harder to notice than we would if it were a clear day. But yeah, wildfire smoke will be a possibility for our skies at the end of the week on Friday. Mentioned earlier in the video, I don't see us getting hot anytime soon. I don't see a 90 degree day anytime soon, but it won't be as abnormally cool, that is for sure. Temperatures by next week, a couple or a few degrees above average, and when you consider our average early next week is about 80, 81, we'll spend a lot of time, I think, next week with highs not far from 80. A heat wave, no. Still not hot enough for some, but for a lot of us, that's pretty comfortable, especially if the humidity is not much of a story. Lower 80s, upper 70s, hey, that's really nice, considering it could be a lot more uncomfortable here at this time of the year. I'm off the next couple of days. No weather for Weather Geeks Thursday or Friday this week. I'll see you back here on Monday. Happy Father's Day weekend to all the dads and grandpas out there, and hope you and yours enjoy the great weekend weather.